Let's do this. Mic check. Everything good? Everything great? Let's go. Let's do this shit. Welcome back to my third YouTube video. How y'all doing? I've been doing fine. Thank you for asking. Anyways, the topic of today's video is moving on. And moving on, it's kind of a broad subject to think about and to yap about. I'm gonna try to keep it as short and compact as possible. So yeah, moving on can be put into many different aspects. It can be from moving on from a relationship, moving on from friendships, sports, whatever. But in this aspect, I'm gonna be talking about relationships in general because that's what most people go through, and it's normal. It's life. Like me, I'm young. I'm still young, or I'm reaching the unk status. You know what I'm saying? But I'm only 22, and moving on has been one of the hardest things. Me personally, I had to endure and I had to like go through because I have a hard moving on from stuff that I've done and stuff that I loved. And for this instance, it's mostly from my past relationships, or relationship, I should say. And one thing that people don't tell you about is how lonely it gets moving on because it's not just like you're not talking to that person anymore, he or she, but it's also the memories, the things you guys have done together, inside jokes, basically everything that you went through in a relationship. And what's hard is that when the relationship is over, you don't really think about the bad times that you guys had together. You always think about the good times, which is kind of cliche of the mind to do because often when you break up with someone or when you stop talking to someone in that way, there's usually a reason. And for my case, I know the reasons why me and this beautiful girl don't talk anymore. Which is, yeah, it's sad, but fuck it, we gonna ball regardless, you know what I'm saying? But it's still kind of hard to like think about because sometimes, you be sitting down at the bus, in the car, at school, at work, and you be thinking, damn, I miss her. Which is completely fine, to be honest. And that's the thing, it comes in waves. Like maybe one day you think about, I don't miss her. The next day, I miss her. The other day, like, I miss my wife. It comes in waves. Waves? Waves. My fault. But yeah, the hardest thing so far that I've endured or went through in this process of moving on and healing is to accept what I've done wrong. And it's kind of hard when you're hard headed like me, is to try to accept things as it is. And I heard this quote recently from a TikTok I just saw. Basically, God doesn't remove someone from your life without a reason. And it's often really easy to fall back into temptations of texting them back, calling them, blowing up their phone, whatever. And that's because your mind plays tricks on you. Your mind becomes your biggest enemy in that healing journey. And one thing is, you need to always think about not just the good times because we made some beautiful memories. We really did. I will never forget them. I will always cherish them. But you also have to think about the bad times, how they made you feel in that moment or in that relationship. Because you can't just move on without accepting and realizing what was wrong. That's how you grow as a person. That's how you accept it. That's how you move on. And it's kind of hard to like actually accept it because a part of you still. My bad, I just got distracted. So, I don't know. Anyways, it's hard to accept it because a part of you will still always have that love for them. And sometimes it doesn't go both ways. Sometimes that love just stays one sided, which is still okay. Like, I'm telling you from my experiences, I will always love this girl, no matter what. Like, I don't care what happened, she'll always have a special place in my heart. But for me to accept and move on and heal, I have to sit down with myself like I'm doing now and actually accept what I've done. Take accountability. Some people don't take accountability, and that's what makes it so hard for them. That's why they get stuck on the same person for many years, and they don't fully move on, and then they go into a new relationship and they more or less fuck it up because they haven't accepted and fully moved on from the last one, which is messed up because there are some people that do that, which is wrong. You can't expect to go into a new relationship while you're still thinking of someone of the past. But you know what they say, the past is the past. Whatever happened in the past has happened for a reason. And you just need to take accountability, you have to accept it, and you have to move on. And for me personally, I'm still on my healing journey. I'm still on my journey of moving on. And you should not stress it. You should not try to do stuff that you just to take jabs at them. Like if he's getting with other girls or other men, I don't judge. Going to the club or like posting TikTok videos about them, reposting shit. Like that small jabs. I don't know what that is, what a jab, but like it's like small jabs at them, hoping they will see it, hoping they'll text back. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, they don't think about you, my bro. They don't. They don't. And one thing you have to do is that you have to get in touch with your own feelings. You have to, because no matter how much life you try to live, you cannot hide from the way you feel. You can't. It will always come back one way or another. And if you don't come, I'm getting irritated at myself because I still do that stuff sometimes. If you don't accept it, if you don't sit down with yourself and have this heart to heart with yourself, not with anyone, with yourself, because all the things you're feeling comes from within. If you don't sit down with yourself and actually go through what you have done wrong, what you could have done better, and how you can actually change it for the better, how you can change yourself, you'll still be in that cycle. You'll still be in that cycle of hatred, more or less. One day you'll love them, one day you'll hate them. And it just goes back and forth in a whole cycle. And you'll never get out of that cycle if you don't sit down and have that heart to heart with yourself. But yeah, one thing that gets on my mind real quick, gets on my mind a lot or often, is that they won't come back. They don't. I know people say they always come back, but the more you grow up, the more you realize that they don't always come back. And that's a fact you have to accept. You really do, because if you keep on thinking, oh, they will come back, oh, they will come back, oh, they'll come back, are you really changing for yourself or are you changing for them? Think about it. Do you want to change for you or do you want to change for them? And it's not fair to only change for them, because end of the day, you're changing for yourself. You're doing this for you. Like, I've done some fucked up mistakes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've done some fucked up shit in the past. Some stuff that will take me a long time to heal from and to move on from. But I'm taking it step by step, day by day. Every day you have to get in touch with your feelings, get in touch with yourself, meditate, start act. I'm sounding like Soul Illuminati right now. Gazer, gazer. You have to like start getting in touch from within. Start connecting with your higher self, literally. Gazer, gazer. But yeah, you have to get in touch with your higher self. And the moment you do that, the moment you find that inner peace within you, that's when you'll start changing for real. Like I said in my first ever video about change. Real change starts from within. And that will help you accept the mistakes you've done in the past. Accept the things that you did that was fucked up. Or the things that they done that was... Sorry. Or the things that they have done that was fucked up to you. But you should not hold grudges. especially if you're still young, because it's not an excuse, but it's still somewhat an excuse, but it's not a full excuse. Like, we're still young, so of course you'll do some mistakes, because you don't know what life has to offer. You don't know. Like, you don't have a fucking manuscript of what you should do in life. You literally have to take it day by day, going with the flow, and you have to literally think, fuck it, we ball. Literally, there's nothing else you can do. But yeah, one thing that helps me with this journey, helps me from moving on from past mistakes I've done, helps me moving on from relationships and stuff, is that God doesn't take away people away from your life. If he hold on, let me say that. Rewind. God doesn't take away people away from your life if he doesn't know what's best for you. He won't just remove a person from your life just like that. There's always a reason. And yes, you can sit down by yourself and analyze it, analyze the whole relationship. But where would that get you? Where would that get you? More or less nowhere. You probably, by the time you're analyzing, you'll probably get more mad. And like, damn, why did I let them treat me like that? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? That's not worth it. What's happened has already happened. You know what I'm saying? So why would you sit down and dwell on it? Why would you sit down and put yourself down when you can just learn from your mistakes? Learn from what you've done wrong. Like right now, I'm not gonna say I've learned exactly, but I'm still learning. I know what to do now. I know the wrongs I did. I know the things I've said. I know my actions. I know everything that I've done now. And I know how to counter it, how to change it, for the better. But with that, I have to get in touch with myself, because like I said, no matter how much life you try to live, no matter how much delusion you build up in your head, no matter how much you gaslight yourself that you're doing okay, that you moved on, that you did this, that you're doing that, you can't hide from the way you feel. You just can't. It will literally come back and bite you in the ass if you don't sit down with yourself and reconnect with yourself. Like, you have to go on walks. Sometimes you don't even need to listen to music or nothing. Listen to nature. Listen to the birds. Fucking feel your chakra, bro. Shout out Gazer. And you just have to put your trust in God, put your trust in yourself that you can move on, and you have to accept it. Accept it. Move on. What more can you do? They're gone now, right? And you have to set your boundaries as well. You have to set your boundaries, respect his or her boundaries. You guys broke up. If they told you no contact, that means no contact. Look, I'm sorry. That means no contact. Respect yourself. Respect your last name. Like, bro, come on, respect your last name. Don't sit there and blow up their phone, tell them, oh, I did this, oh, why you not calling me, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry can only take you so far. I know that myself, because I was a I'm sorry merchant. I threw a I'm sorry like it was a fucking giveaway. But it doesn't matter if I don't change what I'm sorry for. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, this topic is kind of broad. Like, you can sit and yap about it for hours, but like, I'm trying to keep it as small as possible. I'm trying to keep it as real as possible. It's hard as fuck to move on from someone that you loved. If you really love them, it's really hard to move on. But that's okay, because it also gives an insight that you can love so deeply, and you can actually let your guard down around people. And I don't like this cliche of people saying, oh, I will never cry in front of a girl again, or I will never open up again. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. It's not that deep. Like, this nonchalant act, it's no. You have to get in touch with your feelings. It's okay to be sad, bro. It's okay. You have to let it out. You can't thug it out forever. Even the biggest gangsters need a hug sometimes. Shout out Gunna. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, get in touch with yourself. Reconnect with yourself. Get in touch with your own feelings. accept it and try your best to move on. Take it day by day. Think about it as a journey. You'll start learning a lot by yourself when you're actually alone, when you're not depending on anyone else. Depend on yourself, trust in yourself, and always trust in God. And if you're not religious, trust in yourself. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest, because I'm religious. Trust in yourself, but also put your trust in God. God knows what you don't know. Okay? He knows much more than what you don't know. God is the all-knowing for a reason. Your ass is not the all-knowing, literally. So why would you sit down and dwell on the feelings that, oh, I know everything now? No, you don't. No, you don't. If you just say fuck it, we bound to thug it out, you'll probably go into your next relationship and fuck it up even more because you haven't reconnected with yourself. But yeah, it was like a short YAF session right now. It's my third YouTube video, I think, or fourth. I think this is the third one. But yeah, don't forget, stay real, stay humble, but most importantly, stay real. Salute.